Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is well. Much love to all of you. You guys are bootyful. I'm so happy to have gotten through the hard mode Fort Condor minigames. Because now we are going to be doing... Oh, that's right, these. And this is number 1. Alright. Gears and Gambits, yeah. It's gotta be done. It's part of 100%. Yes, I do. I'm not a fan of this minigame, so let's hope it doesn't. Well, this is better than Fort Condor, but I'm not good at it. Fort Condor was fun though, but it's definitely one of the worst. Excuse me. I'm not gonna lie, they made a lot of these minigames better. They were horrible, or a lot of them were bad. Hello. Genocidal, thank you for the lurk. Robot deployment is restricted in different ways depending on the stage, and auto-programming is not permitted. Conversely, there are more gambits and actions from which...
We gotta get some fucking shit going. Let's go!
Element of weakness, activate a barrier. to do with them and their low health now, but we'll see. Nobody was. They were shooting missiles. Thank you for that. Whoa. Oops. Can't do that. Full elemental weakness priority. Oh yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
Fred, quick question. When it comes to these Condor battles, isn't it all the maps we gotta do these now?
What do you mean all the maps?
When you gotta get the artifact thing, is there a Condor battle in each area?
No. Gondor's only in that area. Each area has 4 relics, but they're all separate mini games. Like this is one of the gears and the mini game I'm doing is one of them. Yep. So you got 4 Condor in one area, you got the stupid robot one in another, you got I forget. They all involve Gilgamesh, so I'm curious. I'm glad to see him in this game. I'm glad I recognized him. I mean, who else but a dude who has 4 arms and in armor? Who else? Who else from Final Fantasy is that? I love him in 4. Is he in other games? I'm assuming he is. I just don't recall off the top of my head. At least I've only played through the first 10 games. And 10-2, well, 11. 10-2 plus this. So Gilgamesh to me, I think is only in 4? I just don't recall.
Wasn't he also in 10?
Not that, not the Gilgamesh I'm thinking of. Not the one with the armor, if there is a Gilgamesh. Not that I can recall. There might be are you thinking of an Aeon, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. If you're thinking of the guy who one-shots, that's the equivalent of Odin.
Okay.
Yojimbo, the guy you pay. Yeah, no, that's not him. Gilgamesh is...
It looks like they have like the same face paint.
They do, but here's the thing. Gilgamesh is a character that was made specifically for comedic relief, where he thinks he's strong, but he's really not, hence why he runs. If you go and replay 4, you'll see what exactly I mean. Do you remember the part where he's talking about the Excalibur, but he has the fake?
Yeah.
Yeah. That right there is supposed to be like your nod to the fact that he's just comedy relief. That's it. So So no, he's not gonna be a summon. At least that'd be cool if it was. But at least for 10 summon the one shots, Yojimbo potentially. No,
Yeah.
not him. Look like though because they're in armor, but the one difference is Gilgamesh has multiple forearms, and is a loudmouth while Yojimbo doesn't talk. Has a dog.
Okay.
Has a dog. Yeah. Go and replay 4, you'll see exactly what I mean. Gilgamesh talks nothing but shit. You can't back it.
Because, like, eventually I am going to replay 4 because, like, for, like, the last time you got me the gift card, I think I mentioned before, I bought the bundle for the OG Final Fantasies.
Yeah.
The Pixel Remasters. And I'm going to eventually play them in order.
They're
I'm,
so
like,
good.
still doing number 1, but I haven't touched it.
Yeah, I love ones. Man, that music.
Just like, right now, I got extremely mad at the parade thing and Rebirth. I'm letting it, like, just chill for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, last time I joined and I was bitching about it, I was talking with Izzy, a voice chat, when she was doing, like, because she bought Monster Hunter Rise on her PS5. And we were just shooting shit, just talking. And I got so frustrated mainly at myself, I kept talking to him in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Considering, like, it's pretty much a fucking rhythm game. And I should have no problem considering how much I have played Project Eva. But at times, just the fucking angles of it, it's like, ugh. I just been really much just unwinding, doing like Borderlands 3, but like I pretty much fucked myself over. Cause like Brett, I was wondering if it was possible to give me maybe a used copy of Borderlands 3 off Amazon if it's cheap for the
Well,
PS4.
maybe in the future.
Because it looks like my physical disc finally gave out. I have nothing to blame but myself. Cause like, what's that thing called in the very middle of the disc has a circle you can put your fingers through it?
The hole? The disc hole?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Actual, like,
know. Not that I know of. It's the hole that so the game can be held. Yes, the disc hole, the donut hole, whatever you want to call it.
yeah, you sure know by now like how much I have played Borderlands 3, and over time it has like two little cracks on the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it had a semi long one, but it's Blu-ray. So for the longest time it worked okay. But last night it finally gave me the big fuck you where it stopped reading the disc. And it's like I pretty much locked out of Borderlands 3 because because I have the free upgrade to the PS5 one. I
Yeah.
need the PS4 disc in order to play it, and I can't and there's no way for me to download like a PS5 version of it without the PS4 disc. Granted, I'm annoyed at myself. I should have taken better care of that disc, but that disc has been abused so many times over years. That's like the most game I'll pop in and pop out.
Yeah.
Cause like if it's like under 20, can we probably do a physical copy?
I wouldn't see why not. I just need to save up a bunch of money first. I spent so much.
Oh no, I'm not saying like do it now. I'm just saying like if we can like.
No, yeah, I can. I just want to let you know I'm just saving.
It's not like it's not gonna be able to.
No, I know you're not waiting for it. I know you're not in a rush. That's why I was stating this. I was like,
It's like, Brett, can you just imagine me acting like those like blonde girls and like those cool movies? Get it to me now.
yes, me as a child.
Cause like earlier I was like when I said like fuck it. Cause like I was kind of like at first I got scared. It was like the PS5. Cause like in the game just like froze on me, and like the whole PS5 froze. But then like once like I guess it was able to like start reading the somewhat the scan going to like unrecognize. And it's like oh great. But like, everything else works fine. So like for the moment I just like I tried to reinstall it thinking I could just probably just do like if it might give me just like a PS5 only digital version. But it was still the one that requires the PS4 disc. That's the one thing I find kind of dumb about when you get like a free PS5 upgrade from like a PS4 disc. It still needs the disc. That would be more convenient. It just gives you just the digital version of the game.
Yeah.
moment, so it'll just be a waste of space. Yeah, I'm like, fuck it, I might as well try playing the, cause this thing has the same shit that, or if I pop in the PS4, this gives me the PS5 upgrade. So like right now, I'm replaying the tutorial of Dying Light 2. Yeah, shoot, ooh. And excuse me. Well, I'm never sure though when it comes to like, bro, have you played Dying Light 1 or seen it?
I've seen it. No, I haven't.
I saw someone play Dying Light 2 when it first dropped on the PS4, and like playing the PS5 version, there is a major upgrade when it comes to the visuals. It's just for, you know, it's a zombie apocalypse, but it's like, oh, this is so pretty. As you hear the zombie moans in the background.
That's what I want for Dead Rising. Like, Dead Rising 3 looks amazing for last gen, but it's this franchise is. Oh, the franchise is almost 20 years. Oh.
Yeah, cause like, bro, can you just imagine, like, granted, I think they're different companies, but fucking Dead
Capcom,
Rising
yeah.
1 with Dying Light 2 graphics.
Oh my god, yes. Capcom, yes. I don't know who made Dying Light, but yes.
Because I get somewhat confused, because I know that the people that did Dying Light are the same people that did Dead Island, like 1 and 2. And I think that company is called, I forget what that company was called, but I know all the people that worked on that left the team, and they they formed their own company, then they made Dying Light. Like, Dying Light, what they wanted to do with the Dead Island franchise, all the parkour you can do in it, but they were limited by the power of the 360 and the PS3.
Understandable.
I could just imagine, though, they were able to pull it off, how much more fun that island would have been. People like to like parkour around the whole island.
Yeah.
It's like, Brian, who was your main go-to character using the island? 'Cause I know I love the Asian lady.
I don't remember all their abilities. What? She was the knife thrower, right?
She was the expert for like knives and machetes.
Yeah.
And you had the black guy. He was like your tank. So remember, he had the ability to like heal over time. And he was better with the blood weapons. Then you had I can't remember the name of the black girl. 'Cause like the black guy was Sam B. Black girl was Party Fire. She was an expert with guns. And then you had the ex-football player. He was your throwing expert.
Well, I just remember an ability where I was throwing shit, but I may not. I know I was the blunt user because I like my physical weapons.
They all could throw, but like the actual player.
Okay. I just remember that I was throwing. Okay. I didn't know if it was like a special that I had, but no, I was the blunt weapons user. I know that for a fact.
I think the blunt user, I think they'll have like special abilities where like they get it in range and do like extra damage.
Yeah, because
But the black guy, you can send him flying if you hit him.
that was my more recent. I think my original playthrough that I did back in the day of the game that I gave you was the knife thrower girl, but I later made a file with the other guy.
Yeah.
So I like.
With the PS4, like what is it, remasters?
Mm-hmm.
Because the remasters when they just like improve it a little bit, right?
Yes. Remake is where they add stuff like this game, for instance, 7. It's a completely new story. Completely, everything's changed. The graphics are changed.
For like the remasters for the PS4 version, I do know that they pretty much gave you the DLC where you're able to play as the general guy. The one who like goes crazy towards the end of the story, the first one, because of his wife being affected.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play him when shit hits the fan, like in the very beginning of the whole like all plays.
Yeah. did. My guys were just like, nah, I'm gonna just go past them.
As much as I'm enjoying like the Final Fantasy, some of these mini games, it's like why screw this? Why make?
Well, seven has been known for that, but I'm gonna be honest. A lot of these mini games are actually fun. Some are bleh, but the originals were way worse. I don't recall the one stupid mini game where, if you want to count it as a mini game, it's where you fall down the Corel track, and you gotta, depending on where you land, you get certain items. I don't recall that happening in this one. The rope swing or climbing minigame when you first climb out of Midgar, when you're climbing the wall. That minigame was stupid. The original Dolphin minigame was not fun. The original Brawler minigame, it was not fun. Not a fan of it in this one either, because I suck at it. But Fort Condor wasn't bad, it just got boring. This game is even worse than Fort Condor. Ugh. The card game is my favorite card game out of any of the Final Fantasy games. I'm not a fan of card games, but that was fun. The Dolphin minigame in this is fun, because that feels more like Wave Race. Not that I'm big into any racing kind of games, but Wave Race was like a childhood.
Cause I know like when it comes to like some of these, like the issues with the controls, like also like another thing like when it comes to like Condor, after the enjoyment of seeing them all 3D like that or polygon.
I mean, it loses it, yeah.
One thing that made me realize this, like, I forget what the genre is called, but those games like League of Legends or Smite, where like you spawn your units, go to the enemy side, and destroy their portals to win.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those games.
It just reminds me, Condor, or this one too, just reminds me like a half-ass, lazy-ass version of that. If you feel me.
Yes and no. I mean, tower defense is not great genre as is. That's what Condor is. I don't believe League of Legends is it has a feel of one, but it's not. At least I don't think. It feels bigger. But as for tower defense, all it is literally you're just a map and you protect your shit. And that, you know, those kind of games do get old. That's why Fort Condor is fun, but it dies very fast. But the genre of Fort Condor is tower defense. It is awful. Not my favorite thing. Like I think it was Crystal Chronicles. That was another one. Actual game. Final Fantasy has made tower defense and other stupid shit before. Like, I'm not into that. Excuse me if I'm wrong. I know Crystal Chronicles gets a lot of love. Apparently, people love that franchise.
Really? I heard the opposite. People that
Yeah.
people hate them.
I'm starting to see a lot of resurgence for some older games. I mean, just because I see one or two posts, maybe here and there, saying how much a person loves some, doesn't mean, like, I say everyone does. But, like, I'll slightly see some love for an older game. Like, I've seen some more hate for 13 out of the blue, and then some love for it. And then I've seen hate for 15, not much love for it. I've seen a lot of stuff like that. It's just weird.
I can't remember the name of it, but I do remember. I'm assuming it might have been a part of the Final games. I remember, like back in, I want to say like in our high school days. I remember I downloaded a demo for like a Square game on the PSP, where like there was like a little path, and the enemies went down the path, and you had to like deploy units alongside the path to attack the enemies that were going down. You had to stop them all before the beginning of the path, or else you would lose.
I see why I wasn't attacking them. It's because I haven't survived for a certain amount of time. I see. I was dumb. Didn't think about it for a second. I was like, why?
I can't remember if that would be considered tower defense. I remember I tried out like a little bit and it got boring so fast.
Tower defense is usually you trying to protect what is there, like a building or whatever. And it's like you got lanes and you just make characters that go down them. Ah, jeez. I'm here. Okay. Hey. Like for one day. Oh, hey. God, man, anxiety sucks. It's startled by every goddamn thing. But no, tower defense, yeah. That's just... You got a thing to protect, you lay down your warriors, you fight off the enemies, blow up their tower. Boom, done. League of Legends is kind of that, but the reason why I say it isn't is because of how much bigger it is. Comparatively.
I forget what exactly what genre they're called, but I know people go like hardcore at defining what it is.
I mean, I get it. League of Legends probably defined that genre, just like every other game has its own thing. But I've never been into those. I know how big Anthony got into it. Other people, like how people lose their mind and life to it. And that's coming from a guy who's lost his life and mind, like not lost, but like just loses it when I'm into RPGs or action games or other things that I love. Like, but apparently that's all they did. I can't just do that. I can't just play Final Fantasy. I can't just play Pokemon. I can't just play Dark Souls constantly. But these people literally just do hundreds of hours, at least in less than a week, every week.
Yeah, no, I feel you, because like, as much as like I game here and there, I know like the main thing I do play a lot is Borderlands. So like after a while, it's kind of like, alright, I need a break.
Yeah.
Gotta pop in something different.
Yeah, like
I'll never forget like Brad like dumbass like a while back. I think this might have been on the PS3 or maybe on the PS4. Like I gotta give Borderlands a break. 'Cause I was playing Borderlands 2, so like I save and quit. You don't want dumbass stuff? I'll play Borderlands 1. Like wait a minute. Brett, when it comes to this one right here, is it kind of the same thing as the Condor one? Where you gotta deploy the units.
Yep, but this one is more challenging. Like, there's a Pokemon elemental type chart, which I don't understand why fire is weak to lightning. Either way, it doesn't make sense, because it's fire beats ice, ice beats lightning, lightning beats fire. Either way. And then you basically have to destroy this giant flan that sits in the middle, and he makes baby flans to destroy one of 3 crystals, so it's a literal crystal defender tower game. Yes, it's another one. But worse. Because in hard mode so far, I have to actually think on what I want my characters to have. There's only 3 of them. You either can deploy them with an elemental attack and make them weak to an element, or you can do what I just did and add a stronger version like Blizzard a shot, but it takes away their elemental weakness for Blizzard or fire. But I think it may take longer to fire and certain actions to do, because I need to survive for at least 30 seconds before I can actually cast it, unlike Blizzard. So I'm trying to see if I can not just get outright wrecked. There's things that can boost your like health or up your respawn time, which is bad. You want to lower your respawn time. There's a lot of things. It's so far it's fucking kicking my ass, and this is the first fucking one. And then you got like weird abilities, portal skills like arrow gun and comet and shit. I don't know. It's a lot more strategy than Fort Condor was. Fort Condor was actually just once I figured out really just use the weaknesses on shit and deployed what I needed, mixed with some ballistas and whatnot, I was able to win. But yeah. So this thing is fire. You can see this thing is fire. So every now and then, after a certain amount of time passes, he'll do certain actions to himself. Like at 50%, he'll do a self buff and stuff like that. This guy he's got no weakness. This guy is fire, so he's going to be weak to lightning. So stuff like that. Then you basically just move around the map trying to just deploy crap. And then I basically would just spawn my guy, which is a little late, so he's got to survive for a little bit to do anything now. There we go.
So, in order for him to start attacking, he has to wait a little bit from that.
Yeah, with my better elemental shot, that doesn't give me a elemental typing. I'm testing that, and it takes at least 30 seconds. That's one of the actions. There's other actions. Like kill an enemy. Or whatever. This thing is literally just ignoring him. So that's a problem. I gotta figure out something. This is making it harder, so I may have to have a weakness. Which was getting me killed in 2 seconds. Yeah, this is getting me fucked.
So I mean, the crystal of yours, it won't get destroyed. It's game over, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Blizzard shot. I become weak to fire, but I can use it more. Fire.
And also, like, one thing I kind of also like about Dying Light 2 is they pretty much build up on the world. Cause like in the first one, I got so lucky, Fred. I pretty much got my my copy of Dying Light 1 with the PS4 for free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, cause you know, I check out video games in the library here and there, and I go, ooh, like years so back, a library has scans in Dying Light, but it has a bit more extra stuff added to it, something DLC with it. And one time when I went to play like second or third time, I ended up with my library. And also a different library. I can't remember who it was, but whoever from the front library checked out my number. Even though they gave everything to me, they did not check out Dying Light for me. But it said like I never picked it up, and it said like it got returned to the library. I got a free copy of Dying Light, and later on they also put DLC from the first one, and like Celebration is the second one coming out.
Yeah.
Man, it was fun though, 'cause, like the first one, like a small section on the middle kitchen area, they got all like blocked off, the zombie outbreak. And then your guy is like FBI goes in there to get some info on like really kind of cartel like small guys who are going up in the area. Like after they beat the game, eventually somehow, some way, even though they had to make it beat, a zombie outbreak got out. Pretty much fucked both worlds.
Eno. Hey, sorry if I don't want to. Your name, I don't think I can read. I'm just gonna say Eno. Eno, as in not Eno, as in not from Naruto, but with an E instead of an I. Anyway, yeah, well, it's just because the way it's Enolas. Ah, Enola, Enola. Hopefully, I'm not butchering that already. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate the love. Sorry, yeah. Some words or the way Twitch just makes everything a full word can make it harder to read.
You just imagine if you got like a follower from overseas, somebody from like, oh, is it Wales or somewhere like Finland or like Ireland with like those long ass names.
Yeah. I hope you're doing well, Enola.
For a moment, it kind of sounds like Ebola.
Ebola. Are you a full-time streamer, and how's the stream been? I am a full-time streamer, if you want to count the fact that I stream for more than 8+ hours, generally speaking, but I can stream for 4 hours, I can stream for 6, but I stream daily. At about, I don't know, 3, I get off at 3, so probably around 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern, usually 6, somewhere in that area, to 10-ish. Lately, I've been going all night, but yeah. But I've been streaming since like 2014 or 15. I've been doing content for about over 10 years. Definitely over 10 years. I've been affiliated for 7. I have a job. You mean I actually have a job? Twitch ain't a job. I stream like it is, but it's not a job. I have an actual job, yes.
Oh, that is cool. I'm still doing the tutorial area in Dying Light 2. I forgot this whole Easter egg. Says, you know how,
Nice.
like in the first one, I voodoo you voodoo bitch?
Mm-hmm.
Says, I'm looking at this like extremely abandoned like house, and I'm assuming it's a couple years abandoned, more couple years. And there's a record player here with Sambi's voodoo you voodoo. And the guy's like, ah, voodoo you voodoo. That sounds familiar.
Nice. I work at a sheet metal production facility called AW Mercer, and I basically just take things off the moving conveyor belt and load it on stuff and make sure it gets shipped out. A lot of bullshit, to be honest with you. Love the artwork, by the way. Oh, thank you. What is yours? They are not heavy. Some pieces are heavy. Some are light. Some pieces are too heavy for me. Oh, yeah. Love the artwork, by the way. I appreciate that. If you're talking about my layout, yeah, I'm a big fan of Phantasy Star Online. And I've had someone do that entire... Did your friends do it? I actually commissioned an artist to make all of my stuff there. Phantasy Star Online is one of my favorite video games that I grew up with since Dreamcast, and that's what my layout is based on, even if it's the sequel, PSO2. But the green and all that come from, if you look, actually, the area is based on the PSO forest, so it's a foresty area. You got the Earth backdrop behind it. And yes, hence the name implies, Phantasy Star is all about exploration in space.
That's also another game that doesn't come back.
What, PSO or PS?
Just PS.
Yeah, Phantasy Star.
Those Fortnite Star Online.
Yeah, well, I don't know about PSO Blue Burst at all. PSO2, yes. I would love PSO to come back. Legitimately. Yes, I would love a new Phantasy Star game, though. But PSO, I would love a remake of just bring it back and just revamp it. Considering to me it was a better game, I know you're not as fan of the more outdatedness, but PSO2 just, there's just... I like just fighting, just simple, not all these missions and all more MMOE bullshit. How you doing, Welder? Very good. You're yourself a professional artist. Nice, and you're not the first nor last to ask. I'm gonna let you know now. I'm all right. If you're interested, you can in my Discord. Do it in my Discord fan art section or whatever. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't need any, but you can promote yourself or show it off. I just really would like it all to stop, though. Like, people coming in and just being like, hey, I'm an artist. Can I show... It's like, yes, you can. Just leave me alone. I don't want any more people asking me for art. I'm sorry. I get messaged a lot on Discord, too. And I'm not saying you specifically are asking right now, but a lot of people are giving me that exact line. And are asking me. And you're fine. You are fine. I'm just tired of it. I just want it to stop. And it won't. No, and some people, now, the reason I listen to what I'm saying. I didn't specifically say you. I was just stating you're not the first to ask this. But I also have people legitimately asking me for art and have had people who are begging me. I'm not saying you are. I just want it to all end. You are good. You are good and you are free to join.
Forget how out there some amateur artists are, but I try to speak and remind you how it is.
Oh no, they're fine. I want to buy. I would love to. The problem is I love art myself. I stream for it. I would not hesitate to buy just to support. The problem is I have so many people who do ask me. I'm not taking any offense, I really do. I'm not mad. It's just, ever since, out of nowhere, I don't even remember when, people just non-stop hounded me. I've never had this. I've had art, layout stuff for years that people made and updated it. And stuff like that. And the only thing I don't really have that's kind of my own are my own, like, alerts. Like, the things that come up when people, like, sub and whatnot. And I think on my actual page, if you scroll down on my actual page, it has, like, links, tabs, like little buttons that you click. If you notice, some of them are green, and then it goes to blue. The green is PSO2 related. The blue was something I did by finding pictures online. That's not completed. I asked somebody who did the art originally to do all those. They didn't. I type out a list of a lot of things that I wanted people to make, and they've made most of it, but not everything. All my original layouts, characters, and all that stuff were fully completed. All my emotes were fully completed, but my page wasn't. I want to buy again. I don't remember the person, though. The problem I have is I would need whoever I'm buying off of to completely redo all the tabs in the PSO2 that I want, so it line so it's even, because I don't want one person's partial finish and then another's to finish the rest off, because it'll be 2 different art styles, and that'll very bother me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like one seamless thing, but like maybe in the future, server, I will send you personally. Just share it in my Discord. I'd rather that. Look.
Like, bro, that also reminds me, like, over the years, I always got people like, oh, my boyfriend or girlfriend draws. Can I show you their art and judge it for me?
I've had that too.
And they're not ready for hard judgments. I had so many people, especially like their girlfriends, and their drawings will be like, I wanted something like fucking like 8th grade, and they get all offended, like, because you're fucking them, doesn't mean you have to be blind how bad their artwork is.
Yeah. Hey, look, if I need anything from anybody, I will ask. Feel free to join the community. All I was saying is if you want to promote yourself, someone in my Discord maybe needs some. I don't know. But as of right now, I do not. I will approach anyone with ideas if I ever need any. And as of right now, I've spent a lot of money. So I'm also good on that. 400 alone was for this fucking game and all the shit that came with it.
It's almost like if you buy yourself like a mini console.
Mini, that's about the cost of PS5. Oof. PS5 disc version is 500.
Holy shit. I thought it was more expensive.
500-600, I think, yeah. The original, the normal one is about that price. For the fucking Sephiroth Collector's Edition, yeah, it's about the price of a console, yes. Sad to say.
By the way, where is he chilling?
You remember my bookshelf back home that we used to have?
Yeah.
He's on that here. Are you looking at my screen at all?
I am.
Give me a sec when I find myself.
It's like he starts playing some deep ass music. It's like, alright, Brett's finding himself. Oh, okay, there he is. He makes Goku look small.
Yeah. By the way,
You know, I'm assuming
yes.
they're the same size though, right?
Him and Goku?
Yeah, the other one.
I want to say just about. By the way, here's a new room tour with my revamped camera.
Man, memories, bro, with that fucking Goku picture. I mean poster.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to aim this when it's in reverse. Oh, something, chat. Fuck. Come on. What? Just chat. Oh. Oh, I'm encoding something awful. Oh no, that chat. I hit my hard drive.
Oh no. There's a moment when you said I'm encoding. Oh, Brett's hacking.
Not that encoding it. My stream is shitting. It was.
Thing is, like, for a moment, it was semi-freezing up, but you're back to normal.
Yep, that's encode. That's one way where my stream shits itself. The other is when I say I'm dropping frames. Dropping frames is a bit more different, but it looks similar where, like, you're missing a lot of animation and it stutters. Encoding can happen from, like, my stream disconnecting to internet bitrate, or the bitrate or whatever can just happen from your stream just having shit connection, or just in general. Like, before I fixed it, you were complaining because you couldn't watch at a certain quality. Well, that's my bitrate was too high for you. Thus, thus lowering you to 480.
No. Yeah, I'm constantly at 480 right now, just to play it safe.
Well, my bitrate is still too high for you, but regardless, if people can't handle it, that's what bitrate does. It sends signal to everything, so if your shit connection is ass, you cannot watch me at source 1080p. Unfortunately, I can barely watch at fucking higher quality though. Like I can, but it'll stutter here and there for certain things. Like every now and then when I load up people's streams, even if I have a lot, I can seamlessly watch them.
Because like fucking like what is it the Connor Dog the guy I watch on YouTube, but he's also a Twitch streamer. His setting apparently he could go up to as high as 4K.
Well, that's because he has it. He has it set to 4K. The guy I have up right now, he has it 900p, which is 960 frames, which is above me. Or not quite. I have 1920. Never mind. He has 900. That's what I'm watching him at. What? That's odd. Yeah, he has it less than 1080. Never mind. But no, like I can't. I've seen it. People who can just do 4K, but I wouldn't make a difference because I can't see it in 4K. Because I don't have that. Yeah, I don't have a 4K monitor. Are we ignoring him? Now everyone's gonna have a shotgun gun. Before you know it, they're all gonna have dead eyes watching TV too much. Then they have to steal eyes from people, so they have infinite sight.
Can you imagine if that was like a fucking thing? Like, I'm sorry, I'm saving my vision for the last season of Game of Thrones. Eventually people like walking by, he's already blind, you know. He had addiction to Pornhub. That's what happens.
Blind and a hairy palm. Remember when people used to say that? You'd go blind.
Oh, yeah.
You'd go blind and grow hair on your palms from jerking it too much or whatever it was. The blind part is accurate, but not from masturbation. It's from watching.
I vaguely remember. I think like the hairy palm thing came from like. Cause you know I think like,
Is it because
back
pubes?
then and those time periods where like people were like, oh, doing all that you'll go to hell. It's also something just because like this handle they weren't exactly clean. It'll make extra stuff like. Your hand will be sticky afterwards, it'll make extra shit cling to your palms. Hence the whole thing.
Yeah, hey, your pubes. That and other things. Anyway, that it is true. It is sex. It's weird. Masturbation was seen as a sin. In some cases, it still is. Sex, normal sex without cheating, sex that's not gay, sex whatever is okay for the most part. Sex with cheating will never be okay. But that's. It's funny how different forms of different things is sacrilege. Like, gay is slowly becoming more acceptable, but in a lot of cultures, it's unaccepted still. And a lot of people, there's homophobia everywhere, and it will never die. But it's crazy. It's funny. But yet, normal sex, while yes, that's how it was, that's how we were born and everything, how we were raised, you know, that's how you create, but it's kind of funny how the double standard...
You know, like right now, overseas, the whole like free Palestine or free Israel, and the firecrackers is going on. So many people here in the U.S. who are like are hardcore, like gay or trans or lesbian. That those people, like the ones that hate on Twitter, they're like flipping on about free Palestine, and they're like like gays from Palestine. I remember seeing a picture like Frozen or like that. I don't know the name of the snowman. So like he wants to spend time in summer.
Mm-hmm.
He does the one song about that, about like enjoying summer. And then that one guy who's like all tattooed and everything. I'm gonna tell him. No, don't fuck. I'm gonna tell him. But I'm like not gonna give a fuck. You know? Something to mean like that. 'Cause, like gay people here, some people don't realize these part-time people. If they were over there, they'll get so sad, of course, just because of who they're fucking with.
Yeah.
Because of their religion, that's a really hardcore shit. Worse than the religious people here consider. So it's kind of like the irony that I see like these gay people supporting Palestine when the Palestinians wish people kill them.
Oh yeah.
No, bro, come to this video game. You ever play the first time around and get the artifact?
Yes.
Was it a lot easier the first time compared to what you're doing after?
Oh yeah. That was normal mode or base mode. This is whatever the base was. Normal, easy, or probably I don't know if it goes to your difficulty on that one. But either way, and then now this is hard mode. Same with Fort Condors, but that was way easier. To be honest, I don't even recall what I got. But I'm doing them.
shouldn't it still be fresh after all these years of it being there? I know, it's a small detail, but at times it gets to me.
I can understand that.
Yeah, he gave me a bit of a baseball bat. I make my ass to the mall, give me a katana, and take French fries to camera.
Ah, did you cover wars?
Sadly, no, there's no more works in this world.
Hmm. Well, looks like you have a place to start.
Oh, imagine how badass that would be, like, if they ever brought back, like, Dead Rising. It's like a little, many, like, small section for covering a war as Frank.
We need more Dead Rising or other zombie references. I like the Left 4 Dead and Dead Rising's Left 4 Dead references. I like that they referenced each other, but I want more of that.
It's like, I forget, I don't know if it's in both Dead Rising 2 or Dead Rising Up the Record, but I know in one of them, there's like a fucking, like, on the wall somewhere in the mall.
Yeah, it's the
There's,
DLC.
like,
No, it's the DLC for Case West. There's a writing on the wall that says witch, and you hear her crying.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the DLC. Case West. It's a standalone. It is Dead Rising 2, but it's a standalone, so I'm gonna have to correct on that one, just in case.
So that's
But
that's only on the what,
Xbox, yes, sadly. And Dead Rising. Now I don't remember the name of the DLC. It's the one where Bill dies. I think I believe it's that one. I could be wrong. Might be another one, but there's the reference to Otis. Yeah, there's the one with Otis's reference, saying, his writing on the wall saying he got out. Yeah, something like that.
It kind of sucks though that Bill's death is canon.
Yeah, and you see him right there.
It's like fucking like I'm also surprised how like big of an influence Left 4 Dead has.
Well, that comic
It's
was
like
great.
It's like fucking I was gonna say like the lifetime when I was playing Zombie on before, they have for free for as DLC characters all 8 of the Left 4 Dead cast from 1 and 2 you play as.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun, you know, seeing like Lewis or Coach on the PS5. It's like, ah, if only your game was actually on this console. And then also in Dying Light, the first one, there's a free DLC where you can get a Bill's look in the game. You can get a whole bunch of weapons inspired by Left 4 Dead, the first one, for free. mountainside, and it's autumn, and it looks so gorgeous. At times I forget this is like a fucking like survival zombie game until I hear that random zombie moan in the background. It's kind of like the how like let's say if you and me went climbing here in Illinois during the fall, and we're just chilling, overlooking like the forest. That's how it looks like.
Damn.
I'm hearing growling. That means there's some on that fucking wall. Yeah, how's my TV by the way? It's not stuck.
No, no, not yet. It isn't.
'Cause I might keep it at 19. Yeah, I found cigarettes. Bro, how long will do cigarettes eventually expire?
I mean, yes. Eventually it'll go bad. I just don't know how long a sealed pack will last.
Like, I remember your dad used to keep them in the fridge and keep them fresh.
I mean, yes, that'll help. I don't know for how long though. There is an expire for everything, but how long are you gonna have a fucking carton for? But yeah. I keep mine in my car, which in the cold weather's close enough. But
Yeah.
after about a month or so, around that area, some are given out. It's still fine. I smoke a carton in about a month or less, a little less than that. I don't smoke as much as my dad.
Like, I'm only asking because I'm finding cigarettes here that I'm assuming they've been forgotten for so long. It makes me wonder, how long would they last?
A seal pack or a...
It looks like they're sealed, but you know, in these video games, you can never quite tell.
Depends the environment, depends on where you are, depends on where you have them stored, but they can last a while. I have no idea. Because I've never had cigarettes that lasted, closed anyway, that lasted more than a month because I smoke them. I never kept a pack and tested this.
Yeah.
And open cigarettes go bad in about a week. From all the crush being open. They don't really go stale unless you have it left out, but you notice a slight difference if you have a same pack for like a few days, but it's not that bad. You have to like really have an open pack out for a while too for some of the cigarettes in the pack to go bad. If you leave a cigarette out or tobacco out, because there's a bunch of that piled up on my table, that's out for weeks at a time or maybe months before I do anything about it, and that is stale. Because my rolling tobacco, which lasted quite a bit longer, could anyway, lasted a while. But that's in a closed bag with very little air, if any. And then a cigarette that's unfinished outside, give it a few hours and that's dead. So, your time frames vary, but it depends. If you have it kept in the frizz or frozen, technically you have it permanently. Until the freezer breaks. Because technically, a human can be preserved for an infinite amount of time as long as the person could stay frozen. I don't know how they keep them alive in that, but other than that, you know what I mean? Like, cryogenic frozen, you would assume that freezing cigarettes would be the same. Or anything for that. Even that.
It reminds me of what is it in Russia? They're what is it? The founder of communism. He still has his, of course, preserved, but it's always in that. I don't know what the chemical is called. They no longer use it. Formaldehyde.
Thermaldehyde, yeah. Thermaldehyde. Yeah. Because I know, like, meats and stuff, even frozen, have shelf lives. So, as for a plant, I don't know. I would assume freezing your nicotine and tobacco could last a while, but I don't think it could be all that long. But it is, I'm going to assume it's much longer than freezing meat. But that's a different story because that's bacteria, whatnot else that thrive off that, and plenty of other crap that make that go bad. Even frozen. But yeah. It's a good question though. No, I don't know because like I'll see cigarettes on the floor everywhere, but I know they go bad instantaneously after like an hour of being smoked. And then I've had open packs for several days and they're starting to go down in potency or taste, and tobacco that's on my desk that's been out for months is dead. Just straight up smoking a rotted plant that doesn't have any effect anymore. And then, like, give it a few days, and the weed's gone too if I were to leave it out. Definitely notice that.
I just got into Apex. There's a new event going on, and it's just gonna be tricky.
Nice.
Oh, no, my people are getting angry. All that is bullshit. The one thing I semi-enjoyed about some of the things that EA did with Apex is they didn't get too greedy where it comes to like certain events. You could like buy some of the event skins for a character or weapon you want. Well, you see the free crafting medals, but you have to save up quite a bit.
Yeah.
It looks like that's no longer a thing. I'm looking right now at the new event that dropped today with the update, and cannot get any of these with crafting metals. You have to buy them with the event pass that costs real money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is bogus, EA. You're making a mistake with this.
When doesn't? It's Electronic Arts has made so many mistakes. They are just solely money, money, money. SimCity released, I think it was released, or I don't know if it was bad entirely, but no one can play it because it was online only.
Oh, I remember that, but like, I can understand like some things being more expensive now. But, like the one thing that grinds my gears when it comes to Apex, apparently they haven't yet to upgrade the server day one time. It's still like the faulty ones they have day one when this first dropped on the PS4 release date.
Yeah.
I want to say this is on its fourth or third year. The game's been out already, and fucking they've been increasing like. I remember beforehand, like maybe like $20 to get you like the skin, and now it's like $25 to like $30. If you wanted to like a basic skin, like you can buy it by yourself. And like the metal pass is still like $10 at most, but like fucking when it comes to like the thing I mentioned before the heroes, or I feel like they're for bragging rights. Those are the ones drop. In order to buy heroes in the event shop to get in the end, it'll cost you 160.
Damn.
And for me, that's kind of stupid. I know people are doing it. Spend so much on something that's not really. It doesn't give you a bonus. It's a different show. It kills me.
Yeah.
I know for my main character, my Rampart, she got an heirloom like a stupid bag because of rank. And when it first dropped, I was like, oh my god, I gotta get the 160 at the beginning. I got lucky. Like, if you're really lucky from the random Apex packs you get for free, there's a small chance you get the heirloom card to like buy one for free. And I got extremely lucky. I've been able to get heirloom card twice. And so far, the first time I got it, I bought her rank. Like after the event's over, you get the heirloom like card.
Yeah.
And then like right before Final Fantasy came out, they had a puzzle with Final Fantasy. And in order to get everything the event from all the skins, the characters and stuff, in order they also gave you a heirloom. They gave you Cloud Buster Sword. It can be used by any character. You could equip it with. And in order to get it, you have to spend almost $500 to buy everything in the event shop. If you wanted the Buster Sword for your character.
Damn.
Which it's fucking ridiculous. It's real.
Yeah, that is.
No, you know, I'm like, you're all fancy fan. I will never spend that much to get a Buster Sword in this game. Let's say, Brandon, you played this. Would you guys spend $5 to get a Buster Sword for your character?
Like physically on the store?
No, like, it's a little thing they put on their back. And they fuck off with running around.
No, but do you buy this off the actual market? Cause no. And I do buy like skin stuff, but if it's in-game weapon that I would buy it, but generally all the stuff I found, except for the one that I bet to buy. Here's the problem. I made a mistake and bought an in-game weapon, not a online, like for Kate Sith, it was $5,000. I hate that myself because I didn't know where to go to complete Cosmo Canyon, and then I found it sometime afterward, as I always do. And I should have waited, but that's an example of buying it in-game. As for paying $500 real dollars, no.
It's real money.
No, yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Like right now, there is 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 14 legendary skins, 15 legendary skin of this, and all other stuff. In order to get these or lump for everybody, you have to buy everything with real money in the shop. And then you'll get it. You see how it was like in the Final Fantasy one, you spend real money to get these special event loot boxes. And every time you open out these loot boxes, it'll give you one random item in the event until there's something left. And once you got everything, it'll give you the Buster Sword.
That's stupid.
Oh yeah, and also you can also spend extra. I think like an extra almost $200 for like the dead boxes in the game. It will look like Sephiroth's like wings. it'll appear in the death box. I'm like, that is so fucking retarded. Okay, I gotta play 2 matches as Newcastle.
Man.
Ooh, so close.
I know, I did it. Ah, I did it. Oh boy. Yeah, no, that.
You also, you gotta remember, I'm watching it on delay.
No, I'm just saying. I didn't know if you just saw the screen, the screen there, and said, "Oh, so close." No, I did it. Yahoo! Okay. Off on that one. I still have 2 other pro relics back in Corel. That one involves the Cactuar and Goblin that you saw. It's the one that I said where you have to smack. They're the equivalent of the boxes that give you points, but with Cactuar. That's that one. Good thing they're not all for fuck door. Beep boop boop bop beep. Beep beep bop boop beep boop. Boop boop. Beep, beep, bop, bop. Borp, borp. Eep. Eep, orp, ah, ah means I love you. Played per type by the stages of this. Prioritize all-purpose gambits and actions. The number of robots you may deploy per type. I like butts. Butt nuts. Butt